Alright, I am at the Burnt Lake trailhead on the western side of Mount Hood in Oregon. The southeast backpacker has gone to the northwest. Alright, doing pretty well so far. Stopping, admiring the trees. Some of them look like they've died or burned down, but that thing's huge. I'm gonna put myself in it so you can get an idea. Whew. First part of the trail's been very nice. It's kind of just follows between two streams. Nice wide paths, not super rocky, and fairly moderate climb, or it gets a little bit steeper the further you get. I'm interested to see how it is as I get closer up to the lake. So, all right, well, I made it to the switchback and still climbing up to Burnt Lake. I'm probably about 3,700. I don't know if I've done 1,000 foot yet or not. Finally got a nice view of Mount Hood though. All right, made it to Burnt Lake. Beautiful. Couple people here. There, it looks like there's, I'll show a map of the possible campsites, but they have a few up here. You don't have to reserve them or anything. It's first come, first serve. Just beautiful. Got the hammock set up and the tarp, everything. A little bit of dispersed camping tonight. Not too far from a trail, but the trail's not real close to where I expect people to be at. We're gonna go up and see if we can't get on top of, or toward at least East Zigzag Mountain. Here's a shot of Burnt Lake down below. I'm climbing up toward East Zigzag Mountain. And then here's the mountain. Mount Hood. That is Mount Adams in the distance. And then right over there is Mount Rainier. See if I can't get closer. Oh, it's just so hazy. A little further over is over here, sorry, Mount St. Helens. Alright, that's the trail in front of me, but I can't stop looking back that way. That looks awesome. Alright, here's dinner tonight. I can't believe I brought the whole 8 ounces of potatoes up here, but I have 8 ounces of mashed potatoes. Normally eat about 2. And the Fritos. Got the jet boil running here. I decided I'd go ultra light with my spoon here. I'll just grab the end of it and dip it in. No, damn handle, the spoon just broke. My God. Getting a little nervous. Ah. Good cell phone service right up here. Just had a little FaceTime with my wife. Gave her an update on what I'm doing. She was pretty jealous. So tomorrow's plan, I think I'm going to go to Paradise Park, which is up in that area. Which is where the wrong coast, which is where the Pacific Crest Trail and Timberline Lodge, they kind of form a little loop there. So I'm gonna go check that out. You can see the huts here a little bit better on the line there going up where you climb up Mount Hood. Nothing to see here. Hello, bird. Alright, so I think that's going to wrap up today. Really good day. A couple 1,000 foot elevation gain up here. Probably have about the same tomorrow. And let's see, today's Thursday. Have all day tomorrow to play around and then out on Saturday. So, should be fun. Looking forward to it. Had a good night, just kind of in the trees and pretty quiet. Probably got down to 65, I would guess. Oh, starting out on the Zigzag Trail today toward Mount Hood. This is a look back at East Zigzag Mountain. That's where I was at yesterday when all the birds were harassing me. Let's stop along the way and get some oatmeal. Hopefully there'll be a viewpoint at some point. Had a breakfast bar this morning, but trying to get down the trail while it's still a little cool. It's about 7:30 out right now. All right, that's about it. Check with you later. Getting close to where I join on to Paradise Park and then head uphill. Been going through this nice section of huge trees though. Really digging it. Here's a, I don't think my tree straps would get around that for the hammock. Well, they might, but that's about all they would do. Whew. Just hit a creek there, just shy of Ladybird Creek, which was nice. Refilled water, got some oatmeal, and a little bit more energy back. Getting ready for the climb up ahead. Made it to the junction here. Wasn't too bad. A couple hours, stopped and had some breakfast, rehydrated. So we got the Pacific Crest Trail that goes from here through Rona Falls. I'm gonna probably head that way, or you can go the other way to Timberline Lodge, or you can come up Paradise Park 778. So one of the things that I always do when I come to a junction like this, I'm sure probably everybody else does, is really stop and kind of study like when you're coming back, where you're gonna go. So we're gonna go that way on the way back. Gonna go up the Paradise Park loop here, or I'm gonna go up Paradise Park Trail and do that part of the loop first and then come back. Kind of figure maybe I'll get some shade on the PCT. I'm kind of excited to be able to use my sunscreen. I rarely get it out. But I'm gonna go play around a little bit and climb up that ridge. It's the Paradise, well, right now I'm on the Paradise Loop Trail, standing on it, but the Paradise Park Trail goes further up that way. Normally I think if it wasn't so hazy you could see Mount Jefferson and Three Sisters and all that, but pretty hazy. So one of the things, I don't know if you noticed, but I've got these Dirty Girl gaiters on this trip. Part of this just to keep my feet clean. Yeah, I do get some blisters every so often. Part of that's because I had just the last pair of Brooks Cascadias I had just did not fit, and gave me problems, and so I got a new pair, 15s, Cascadia 15s, and there's just so much silt and ash on the trails around here. I thought it'd be good to have the Dirty Girl gaiters kind of keep that out, and you can tell it's working, so that's good. Current temperature is 80 degrees. I think in the Portland yesterday it got up to 95, so a little cooler, and nice breeze right now. I'll just show you here real quick. You can kind of see. So yeah, the objective is to climb up that ridge and see where that takes me. Just having fun, just kind of playing around. Really not a lot of itinerary except for do the loop, and just by myself, so I can kind of do as I please. So yeah, having fun. It's like being a kid out here, just like, oh, I see that, I want to go look and do it and see what views I can get. Yeah, still quite a few flowers, like they're toward the end of their life. Alright, the goal is to climb up on that hill and probably sing some Sound of Music. Now I'm at least 6,000 foot plus. Pretty hazy. Like I say, normally you'd be able to see Central Cascades range from up here. Alright, that's about as high as I go. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. You can definitely see Mississippi Head here whenever you look at Mount Hood. Good reference for where you're at on the mountain. Alright, so I've decided I'm going to try to cross Lost Creek, which means I'm taking a scramble route and then hopefully gaining that ridge line, which is on the other side of the creek, to tie back into the trail. So we'll see. Well, it's break time. 1 o'clock lunch. I brought this Italian panini. Pretty good. Pretty good. That's 2 meals and probably be good enough for lunches for 2 days. Oh, just beautiful. I just can't stop taking videos and photos. Fantastic. I guess a quick trail update. So I'm still on the Paradise Loop Trail. I stopped at Lost Creek. There's a couple of campsites there. Hung up the hammock and I chilled out and had a sandwich. And now I'm headed toward the junction with the PCT on the north side of the loop, where the views do not disappoint. And now we're heading southbound on the PCT. Just about ready to cross Lost Creek again. Probably stop and get some water. Whew. And as hoped for, it's a little bit more shady. Temperature's 82. Probably the high I've seen is 83. And some nice breeze up above, probably 78 or so. Altogether, not a bad day. Alright, this is Lost Creek again. Getting a little bigger each time. I'm gonna go up that way. It looked like a little waterfall or something. Probably not huge this time of year, but it looked kind of interesting. I remember this junction. Timberline Lodge, Ramona Falls. So we're going up to Paradise Park. And boy, there's just not much signage for the trail we're supposed to take. Well, I'd say I probably saw 40 to 50 folks. A lot of people out Labor Day weekend. Quite a few going around the whole circuit of the mountain. Timberline Trail. 40-miler, I think. This little trail, the Zigzag, over to Burnt Lake, I saw nobody on it. There's a nice viewpoint here on the Paradise Park Trail. It's still Paradise Park Trail until the junction with Zigzag, and then I'll take Zigzag. But yeah, you can see Mississippi Head. It's the dark rock area right there, and this whole thing is Zigzag Canyon. You got to cross that to get over to the Timberline Lodge if you want to go back on the Timberline Trail or PCT that way. So you got to go all the way to the bottom of that gorge and then all the way back up the other side. There's a quick view of the Zigzag Trail. This goes down through there and camp. I think I'm just going to do the hammock tonight and not deploy the tarp. We'll see. I don't think there's any rain in the forecast, so that'll be nice. Drying a shirt over there a little bit. Had to use that to rub some sweat out of my eyes earlier, so. And the bear bag, I think I'll probably just pop that under my legs in the hammock tonight. Should work pretty well. So I'm dry camping, which I regularly do. There was a little creek back there by Little Bird Creek. I don't think it was Little Bird though, that had some water. So got 3 liters and not too far tomorrow to get to a spot that's got water. So got some climbs, got about maybe 5 miles out if I'm guessing. And then going to see my sister, so looking forward to that as well. She lives in Portland, so gonna hang out with them for a little bit on Labor Day weekend. But great day, already getting some leg cramp, so I'm gonna hit the Advil here after I'm done. Might go to bed early. Had my dinner up by the creek. I'll do that fairly regularly, just so I don't get have my meal someplace else, just so I don't bring the smell into camp with me. So tomorrow back by Burnt Lake, and then down to the trailhead. So should be pretty easy once I get to the Burnt Lake Zigzag Junction. It's pretty much all downhill from there, like 1,200 feet. So, all right, that's it for day 2. And if you're still with me, thanks for watching. A little bit different doing the Oregon stuff as opposed to the normal North Carolina, South Carolina, Tennessee, blah, 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 all that stuff. So, yeah, all right. See you tomorrow. Good morning, day 3. Got up at about 7:30 and talked to my wife for a bit on the phone. It was nice to have phone reception and check in with them. And I had a little breakfast and then packed up and probably walking by, let me see what time it is. Well, walking by probably 8:30. So not too bad. Sorry for the light if it's bad. This morning I'm basically walking the 5 miles back out past Burnt Lake, and then down to Lost Creek and walking out that way. Oh, one thing I forgot to mention was the overnight temp got down to 56, so that was real comfortable. Actually, with the underquilt and the top quilt I've got, it's probably a little bit warm still, but that's fine. 56 I can vent, and feels pretty good to sleep in that kind of weather. A little view back of Mount Hood this morning. Well, I'm just up above Burnt Lake, making good time. You can see Mount Adams over the clouds in the valley. Very pretty. And let's see, down there is Burnt Lake, so not too far to that. All right, this is a view of Burnt Lake. That peak up above is East Zigzag Mountain. That's where I was at on the first day. Nice viewpoint. You see back to the lake, obviously. There's maybe 6 campsites around here. I'll show you one here in a second. But they look really nice. The only thing is they don't allow campfires, but I don't really do campfires anyway, so no big deal. And really clear. Probably a nice little spot to swim. Probably pretty chilly though. This is one of the campsite areas you can use. Looks pretty nice. Well, this is one last shot of Lost Creek.